Hello everybody, my name is Alan from Sauber-Lab, and today will be another video about Docker container. In this video specifically, we're going to show how you can install Tandoor. Really similar for the application for previous video, Tandoor is used for you manage all your recipes and make your life much easier. In this way you can import what you want or you can create your own, and with this idea you can create shopping list, you can create plans, you can share these plans with your group, your house, and make your life much easier and save a lot of time. And the reason that I want to show another application is for you have more than one option, and then you can compare which one that fit more for your needs. So if you like this idea and want to learn a little bit more about it, we're gonna show in this video. But first of all, don't forget to leave your like, consider subscribe for the channel if you're not subscribed, and let's understand a little bit more about it. So before we start to go step by step how we can do this installation, we need to understand what this application can do for us. So in this way, if we come here on my screen, the application that we're going to install will be Tandoor, and that they say that manage your ever-growing recipe collection online. And you can drop your collection of links or notes. What it means, you can import recipes for the internet, or you can simply upload your own recipes and that you can share it according to your needs. So if I go a little bit down, this application open source, you can search it, you can import, export, you can have a website importation, plans, and shop list. And here we'll go step by step, and here have two options. The first option will be the pay plan, that you don't need to host yourself, but what we are really interested in will be this option for self-host. Why self-host? Because all the information will be located in your server and you can control your data. So this is what is exactly we want. So if I come here, I'll put install instruction, and here they will start to give step by step how to install. So I'm not so interested to look for the Docker run, I want it to run as a Docker compose. And what they say for Docker compose, you need to have this application.iml, you need to have the environmental, and that you can change your secret key, your port secret key, and that you can put docker compose up/d. So what we need to do, first we need to create a folder in our system, and this folder in our system we're gonna start to set up it in order to be best application for us. So in this way, what I already create this folder, and in this folder I already create my docker compose.iml. I have my .environmental and I have my folders. You can understand why I need those folders, but first let's look for my Docker Compose. If I open this Docker Compose, I can see all the information that it will do. So the first thing, they will install the database. What information that it will install? We'll install the postgres.sql, and here we'll install the same folder that I add my compose. So in this way, I have the same folder, postgres.sql. So if I come here, the second application that will install will be my web recipe, and that they will use the media files, and they will create a dependency for my database. So this application will depend for this application. And here will be my last application, will be the NX Pro recipes, and that's here is the port that they're using. Here's the environment information, my web recipes that will be dependent of this application, and here will be the folders. Why I didn't modify this folder? Because I don't need it. They can create a virtual folder in my Docker. If I want to have access it and be able to backup it, yes I can do, but it's not so much information there. So I'm totally happy to leave it in my volumes in my Docker. So only folder that I need to have is this media file, and that the rest is sorted. So because I'm using those two volumes in my Docker, I need to have these volumes. Other thing that I set up, I changed for port 86 because I don't want to use port 8. Other application already use this port, so I wanted to avoid any conflict. So once that I configure it, I can open my environmental. In my environment, only thing that I need to do is to change my Postgres database, the name of user and password. I can make it more safe. If I leave the standard one, will work. Yes, will work, but not necessarily that will work in the best way. And here enable PDF export only add as extra because it's an experimental option, but you don't need to add this one if you don't need. Before you ask, Alan, where you got all this information? Yes, if I come back here my page, I can only come here, copy this environmental.template, basically copy it and paste. And the same thing I did for my Docker Compose. I only come here, copy this information, paste, and here my Docker Compose. You can download it as well, but you need to have those two containers there available for you. Once that you have those two containers available, and at the next stage we need to open our SSH using PuTTY. Why? Because if I come here, I need to run docker compose up/d. What I need to do, because the server that I'm using will be the IP 192.168.1.251, I will access this server. Once that I access the server, I need to open that specific location, because I'm using Synology NAS, so we'll put cd volume 1 docker tandoor. And now I have this location, put lsa, and here will be all my files in that specific location. What I need to do, I need to run this Docker Compose, and then I can have access for my application. So what I need to do, I need to run docker compose up/d, and they will say I don't have permission for it. Why? Because I forgot to put sudo and run it. They will ask my password, I'll put my password, put enter. Now they start to create all these containers, all the applications. Once they appear this one, it means that have been created. So now what I can do, I can open my container to see if the application is running and if I have any log saying that I have an error or not. So if I come here and open my container, now I have those three applications installed. The first one, database, web, and proxy manager. So if I come here, my proxy, and I look here, they are processing works. And if I come here and open this specific port, port 86, so we'll use 192.168.1.251 2.86, they will appear this page. It means that's an error? No, it means that they are processing, and you need to wait around 3 minutes until they're ready for you to access this application. So let's wait a little bit. Once that pass these 3 minutes of setup period, you're gonna have this information that you can set up and create your super user. In this way you create your admin and that you can control everything that you want. So if I create my admin called Sauber-Lab, put my password and repeat my password, now I can create my admin, and here allowed me to do the login. If I paste this information and use the same password as before, now I can access my system. I have two options. I can use an existing space if I have friends or I want to connect with someone else, or I can create my own recipes space. In my case, I will create my own one, so I'll put create a space, and now I have my recipes. What I can do at the moment? Nothing, because nothing is created. I can create my own recipe or I can import it. So if I put import, I can import as a single or I can import as a multiple. I can import for different apps, bookmarks, but let's import one. So if I look for this recipe, I can copy this information, come here in URL, paste it, and there will appear some basic information. I can decide what picture that I want. Of course, I want this picture. Here they will give all the keywords, and here will be all my recipe. If I put here import, I can import hey start. I can put import in view, and now my recipe is great. So I have a picture of how look like the food, all the ingredients that I need, and here will be step by step how to do it. And one thing that's interesting for it, I can increase how many portions that I want. Suppose that this one is for 4 people, I want to do only for 2, so I will select 2. If I want to do for more people, 8 let's say, or 6, I can change here and they will give all the information. And here in the balloons they will give some extra information more specific for that specific activity. Here the how many grams and everything. Other interesting thing, I can do my shop list. So I can come here, add it to my shop list, to open this page, and here I can select how many people that I want to do and put save. Here, if I come here my shop list, they will appear all the ingredients. If I click here, they will already appear as I have that specific item, what kind of recipe that I'm cooking, and also I can do my plan, and I can do some books. Look like this one will be specific for this category. The same thing will happen with my search, so I can come here and search for specific key foods. Suppose that I want to do something with eggs, so I'll come here, select eggs, and they will appear all the foods that have eggs in it. And in this way you can start to customize, create more lists, you can create more customized information and make your food better and more tasty. And this way you can customize more your application, have more recipes you can share with different users and do any way that you want. So in this way we arrive in the end of the video. I hope that you guys like this video. If you like this video and think that was interesting, don't forget to leave a like, consider to subscribe for the channel if you're not subscribed, and see you next time.